As climate change accelerates, cutting emissions alone isn't enough. Even with strong climate action, we will still have residual emissions from sectors like shipping, aviation, and agriculture. To balance these out, the world also needs reliable nature-based ways to remove carbon from the atmosphere. Kelp forests capture carbon dioxide through photosynthesis and turn it into biomass, just like trees, mangroves, and seagrasses. Trees store carbon for decades in their wood and in the soils beneath them. Mangroves and seagrasses trap carbon in the sediments below. Because that carbon stays in one place, it's easy to measure and verify. But the way kelp stores carbon is completely different. Kelp has no true roots, just a holdfast that grips onto the rock, and most kelp species only live a couple of years, many even less. So instead of locking carbon into the sediments, kelp releases that carbon into the ocean in two main forms. First is particulate organic carbon, small pieces of kelp tissue that break away as the plant grows and sheds. These particles can drift around, be eaten, or decompose. But in the right conditions, some of them sink into deeper water or settle into sediments, where they can stay for centuries or longer. The second form is dissolved organic carbon. Carbon compounds the kelp releases while it's alive. Most DOC is broken down quickly by microbes, but a small portion is chemically resistant. These sink into the deep oceans, where they can stay for hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of years. Because kelp carbon drifts away instead of staying under the forest, it's much harder to measure than carbon in rooted blue carbon ecosystems. So scientists use tools like ocean circulation models, environmental DNA, and chemical fingerprints to track where exported kelp material travels and how much of it ends up in long-term sinks. Kelp forests cover around a quarter of the world's temperate rocky coastlines, making them one of the most widespread coastal ecosystems we have. And as we build a clearer picture of kelp's carbon pathways, we're learning just how much these forests can contribute to keeping carbon out of the atmosphere, and why restoring them matters.